Direct and indirect questions. When asking for something or speaking to a person we don't know well, it is often necessary to be polite. We can sound more polite or formal by using indirect questions instead of direct questions. Other than being more polite than direct questions, indirect questions have exactly the same meaning.
Direct questions with a WH question word and an auxiliary verb.
For example, "What is this?" is a direct question. "Would you mind telling me what this is?" is an indirect question. To create an indirect question, number 1, add a polite starting phrase. For example, "Could you tell me?" "Would you mind telling me?" "I don't suppose you could tell me."
Number 2, change the order of the subject and verb.
Direct questions with a WH question word, but no auxiliary verb. For example,
How did you make those cookies? Would you mind telling me how you made those cookies? When does the movie end? Could you tell me when the movie ends? Number 1, add a polite starting phrase. For example, could you tell me? Would you mind telling me? I don't suppose you could tell me? Number 2, remove do, does, or did. Number 3, if removing does or did, change the main verb accordingly.
direct questions without WH question word.
For example,
Is this the right address? Do you have any idea if this is the right address? Is she a doctor? Do you know whether she is a doctor or not? Number 1, add a polite starting phrase ending in if or whether. Could you tell me if, whether? Do you have any idea if, whether? I don't suppose you know if, whether.
Number 2, change the order of the subject and verb.